Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's January 6, 2026, and the crypto space is absolutely electric, right? Now geopolitical fireworks are exploding. Bitcoin is flexing serious muscle in the face of it all. The world can't stop talking about Venezuela's staggering $17 trillion in untapped oil reserves after that lightning-fast regime change. But the true underground bombshell that's sending shockwaves through crypto insiders? Venezuela's massive hidden Bitcoin stockpile, and whatever happens to it next could ignite a supply shock that rockets BTC to the moon. Drop a like if you're hyped for what's coming. Hit subscribe with notifications on, and let's unpack this wild story step by step, because this isn't just news. It's the kind of catalyst that could define the entire 2026 bull run. Let's start with the headline grabber. Venezuela controls the planet's largest proven oil reserves, over 303 billion barrels of crude, valued at trillions depending on prices. That's roughly 17 to 20% of the global total, dwarfing Saudi Arabia and Iran combined. With the dramatic US-backed transition of power, American energy giants are already mobilizing to revive shattered infrastructure, potentially unleashing millions of extra barrels per day. This could ease global supply crunches, tame inflation, and reshape energy geopolitics for years. But while oil dominates the mainstream chatter, the crypto community is laser-focused on a far juicier secret: Venezuela's decade-long love affair with Bitcoin as a sanctions-busting superpower. Official numbers claim just 240 BTC. On the books, peanuts at about $22 million today. But peel back the layers. Incredible intelligence reports plus on-chain sleuthing paint a jaw-dropping picture. A shadow reserve potentially packing 600,000 to 660,000 BTC, worth $56 to $67 billion at current levels. That's bigger than MicroStrategy's Stashin would rank Venezuela among the top sovereign holders globally. How did they pull this off? Rewind to the hyperinflation nightmare of the 2010s. The Bolivar collapsed. Bifinger Yuan Senten. Inflation in 2018 alone, forcing everyday Venezuelans to mine Bitcoin and Ethereum at home, leveraging cheap subsidized electricity to scrape together stable value. Citizens traded crypto for food, remittances, anything to survive. The regime took notice and scaled it up big time. Maduro's government reportedly funneled oil sales through shadowy channels, settling in Tether USDT to evade U.S. sanctions, then quietly rotating into Bitcoin for better privacy and longevity. Gold swaps, mining seizures, and off-grid deals padded the hoard further. This wasn't some side hustle, it was a parallel treasury. Digital fortress against economic siege. Fast forward to the power shift. The burning question gripping markets is simple: who holds the private keys now? Option 1, chaos in the transition, means keys are lost, destroyed, or scattered forever. Permanent supply burn on a massive scale. Hundreds of thousands of BTC vanish from circulation, eternally pure rocket fuel for scarcity and price discovery. Option 2, U.S. authorities seize control. Boom, instant treasury windfall flowing straight into America's strategic Bitcoin reserve. President Trump has been crystal clear. He wants as much Bitcoin as we can accumulate, ideally in budget-neutral ways, forfeited assets from criminal regimes. It's the perfect taxpayer-free playbook. No new spending, just strategic expansion overnight. Either scenario screams bullish. Lost coins tighten the supply vice like nothing we've seen. Seized coins. Official U.S. validation on steroids, cementing Bitcoin alongside oil and gold as a core strategic asset. And guess what? The market's already pricing in the upside. BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF just smashed its biggest single-day inflow in months, $287 million on Friday alone, pushing total assets toward record territory. That's not retail hype. That's institutional giants voting with real money, betting big on the long game. Regulatory tailwinds are roaring too. SEC leaders are openly embracing on-chain capital markets. JP Morgan, once a vocal skeptic, is now building blockchain infrastructure. Clarity is crystallizing. Leverage from October's flash crash is flushed out. Technicals are screaming accumulation. higher lows, building volume, but a clear path toward reclaiming all-time highs. Gold's ripping is the classic precursor rallies. There often lead Bitcoin surges by months. To pair that with monetary easing cycles and lingering debasement fears, and the macro backdrop is primed. Top analysts aren't backing down. Tom Lee and others are holding firm on $250,000 plus calls for Bitcoin in 2026. Arguing structural forces, institutional adoption, Wall Street innovation, sovereign treasury, plays could shatter traditional cycle timing. Adoption's still early. Exponential growth lies ahead. Venezuela's crypto saga adds the perfect wildcard. Supply shock potential layered on top of everything else. Whether coins vanish forever or bolster the U.S. reserve, it reinforces Bitcoin's unbreakable narrative digital. Gold thriving in global uncertainty. This convergence isn't coincidence. It's the maturity moment we've waited for. Leverage reset, sentiment rebounding, real-world utility pulling in trillions via stablecoins and DeFi. Bitcoin's holding the line through chaos, building energy for the next explosive leg. Imagine the ripple. Cheaper energy from revived Venezuelan supply cools inflation. Frees central banks for looser policy risk-on environment supercharged. Institutions accelerate inflows. Sovereign validation spreads globally. We're not chasing hype, here we're watching observable. Forces align at unprecedented scale. From sanction-zero survival tool to potential strategic superpower asset, Venezuela's Bitcoin story encapsulates why this asset class is unstoppable. The stage is set for 2026 to go down as legendary. Higher base established, catalyst stacking. Will this geopolitical twist light the fuse? What's your take? Lost coins for max scarcity? U.S. seizure for ultimate legitimation? Or something wilder? Could we see $250,000 sooner than expected? Smash the comments with your thoughts, like if you're loading up, and subscribe bell on for daily breakdowns as this unfolds. We're in the thick of history. Don't miss a beat. See you tomorrow. Stay sharp. Stay stacked.